What is going on, Dragon Ball fans? We have some new leaked images coming in. It pertains to Dragon Ball Super episode 99, which is scheduled to debut tonight. So make sure you guys go ahead and tune back onto the channel for the review, as we are going to be further discussing the events going into the Tournament of Power. Now, I do want to talk about several images, one image in particular that we're going to talk about a little later. But the first thing I do want to talk about here is Android number 18. We do understand, based on spoilers, that Krillin is going to be sacrificing himself for the namesake of protecting android number 18. But if you also look at her face, it looks like she has a little bit of a scratch mark on her cheek, and she does seem to be a little bit surprised. Again, I think that this display of emotion is going to come towards seeing Krillin and what Krillin is going to be doing in this episode, as Krillin is going to be showcasing his true power, in which we also get to see an image of Krillin. Not much really going on here. We see him smiling. Of course, finally, he's not fearful in going into battle against other opponents even stronger than him, so that's pretty cool to see. But the next image I do want to talk about is Goku and Vegeta, and it looks like Vegeta and Goku have a little bit of an awkward moment with each other, because it looks like Vegeta seems to be a little upset at Goku, and Goku seems to be smiling. Typical Goku, not much going on here, so we can only imagine that these two are going to have some interesting dialogue going into tonight's episode. And again, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and most importantly, turn on notifications by clicking that bell icon. You guys will be notified whenever I post a Dragon Ball video onto the channel. And again, having to look at this image, not much is going on, but it looks like Vegeta is really upset at Goku. Now, the one image I do want to talk about the most is going to be the Supreme Kai. The Supreme Kai in this image looks to be very concerned, very nervous. Obviously, keep in mind, we're coming fresh off of Universe 9 having to be destroyed, so maybe this is a way for Shin to express his emotions and concerns, as he does, feel as if they're going to be next, as if he's doubting his own universe. But either way, he looks like he's nervous. He looks like he's going to be displaying lots of emotion going into tonight's episode, given the fact that one of his fellow Kaioshin was just destroyed, that being Ro. So it looks like going into tonight's episode, we're going to see more emotion be emitted from Shin and possibly the other Kaioshin and Hakaishin, but more importantly, the angels, and having to see their responses on the entire situation. So expect to see lots of tension come from the Kaioshin and the other fighters as well. And the last thing I do want to talk about is going to be this new image of Khalifa, in which we get to see her in a new grade-like state. This is possibly going to be Super Saiyan grade 3 for Khalifa. Maybe she's tapping into grade 3 for Super Saiyan 2, or maybe even grade 2 for Super Saiyan 2, as seen before, involving characters like Trunks, Vegeta, and Goku. We've seen different levels of Super Saiyan come from those characters in Dragon Ball Z, and I'm just really curious as to what point in time is Khalifa tapping into this power, which causes her body to drastically change. And as you can see, she looks very beefed up. It looks a little unnatural in an essence, but I want to get your thoughts on the overall situation. And plus, I want to go ahead and get your thoughts on the Supreme Kai. Why do you guys think he's so nervous? What do you think is going on involving the Supreme Kai? What are your overall thoughts on Krillin and Android 18? And what are your overall thoughts on Vegeta having to give Goku this very nasty look, somewhat as almost as if like he's kind of like angry at Goku for him not doing something, or maybe him not taking the fight serious? But either way, guys, Dragon Ball Super episode 99 premieres tonight, and I hope you guys are ready for the episode. It's bound to be a great one, as we are coming off the heels of Universe 9 having to be destroyed. I think I would love to see the reaction of the other angels, just to see how they responded in this given situation. But if you guys are ready for tonight's episode, go ahead and leave a like down below. As I said before, if you guys are new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, hashtag notification squad, tune back in for more, and I'll be seeing you all later on tonight for Dragon Ball Super's episode 99 review. Take it easy, guys, and have a great day. Peace.